Good evening, everyone. At this time, I would like to call the regular committee of the whole meeting of Tinley Park, Cook and Will counties that's going to be held today on Tuesday, October 18th, 2022, to order. I have the village clock at 6 p.m. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Here.
Trustee Brennan?
Present.
Trustee Galante? Absent. Trustee Mahoney?
Present.
Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Sullivan?
Here.
President Klotz?
Present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We have 5 of us, so that is quorum. We'll get started. At this time, I'll call for a motion to approve the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held on October 4th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 3?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. At this time, we'll move on to item number 4. We'll consider consider a Class E liquor license for Frantello's Cafe and Deli. You taking this one, Mr. Mayor?
You guys have your packet?
Any questions on item number 4? Awesome. At this time, I'll make a motion to move the Class E liquor license for Frantello's to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll second.
Thank you, Colleen. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 4?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. We'll move on to item number 5. This is the sister item to the last one. As we reduce the E, as we increase the E, we'll reduce the EV. Any questions on item number 5? Seeing none, I'll also make a motion to move item number 5 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Bill. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 5?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you. That motion carries. Move on to item number 6. We'll consider the building code update for international building codes, IBC, fire code, and international mechanical code. Mike Coleman is going to take that from community development. You want to take that one?
Yes,
Mr. Coleman?
thank you, Trustee Mueller. Thank you. Staff is requesting to amend ordinance 2016-0055 in order to adopt the 2021 International Building Code, 2021 International Mechanical Code, the 2018 International Energy Conservation Code, 2021 International Fire Code, and the 2021 International Fuel Gas Codes. Last update to the village code occurred in April of 2022 this year, which included 2021 adoption of ICC code, specifically the residential code, property maintenance code, and 2017 National Electrical Code. The building code is the minimum standard used to provide the occupants of buildings in a built environment a safe, healthy structure to habitate and work and recreate in. These minimum standards are reviewed every 3 years to provide additional safety standards. The village will be the first in the area to adopt these codes, and it is the intention by current staff that these codes be reviewed and presented roughly 6 to 12 months past any proposed adoptions. The next publication is the 2024 ICC codes, with a future publication around the last quarter of 2023. Most of the municipalities that are comparable to the village is on the 2015 or 2018 code. So again, I'm proud to be part of a staff to get to the latest codes, get us up to date. And I want to say a special thanks to Fire Marshal Steve Lorendo for giving me great assistance. We sat down pretty well with the IFC on several occasions and worked out some great code amendments and great adoptions. Staff direction is to amend the language in Title 15, Chapter 155 of the Municipal Code to read as follows. Our code is provided in Exhibit Number 1.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. So no necessarily, we don't need to move this to the meeting tonight. It's going to be coming in 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yes, November 1st.
Awesome. And then I think you laid it out really well. Very easy to read through, and then your memo was a great summary. So appreciate all the hard work in this. I know the residential one was quite a bit more extensive, and so glad we can quickly follow with the building codes. So on the business side. So appreciate that.
Thank
And
you.
Any other questions from the board on item number 6? All right, so do you want a motion to move it to the board meeting next week
Correct.
as updated?
November 1st board meeting.
Okay, I'll make a motion to move item number 6 to the village board meeting on November 6th.
Oh, second?
Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 6 moving to the board on November 6th?
Roll call for item 6.
November 1st, I'm sorry.
November 1st.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you, that motion carries. Item number 7, discuss the business license fees. So Ann, I believe you're going to take this one?
Good evening, everyone. So I hope you all had a chance to review the memo, even though I'm sure you did. The business license fee schedule has not been updated in over 10 years. We highly recommend updating the business license fee schedule after a careful review of similar communities' business license fees. We've identified that the fee schedule is not only outdated, but needs to be improved in various areas. We firmly recommend updating the business license fee schedule to what we proposed because we need to have a competitive edge in the market, as well as ensure that we are keeping up with the administrative costs of renewing the business license every single year. So if the board members have any amendments, comments, or questions about our proposal, please reach out to either myself or Hannah Lippman, and we will address them. But if the board finds that the proposal to be agreeable, we'll push it for the November 1st village board meeting.
Awesome. So thank you very much. This was very well laid out. I think showing where we're at and where we want to go, and then comparing that to the other communities was great. I'll just start by saying, agree with all the fees and the increases. I know we need to do this to keep our costs in line and cover our expenses. I'd like to see a little simplification as part of this process as well. Get rid of the per table fees for billiard and pool halls. Get rid of the per lane fees for bowling alleys and just do a set fee for those. I think that simplification is about due for these types of things. And then other than that, I was fine with everything else in there.
That's great to hear.
Any other questions or comments from the board?
I just had a quick comment, Mike.
Okay.
Just that, you and I had a chance to discuss this prior to the meeting, and I agree with everything that you're saying. I think it's spot on. Other than that, I think they did a great job. Thanks, Anna.
Oh, thank you.
I too would have to agree with Mike. The per lane thing, that
Yeah.
difference in there, having that changed, I agree.
Can you say that a little louder in the mic, that you agree with Mike?
Yes, I do agree with Mike.
Thanks for agreeing with Mr. Mueller.
All right,
No, I
so,
was agreeing with you, not him.
Just don't yell in the microphone.
Yes, sir.
so any other questions or comments from the board? So how did you want to proceed, Hannah and Ann? Did you want to do a revision or just do a motion with those changes, or?
Yeah, just a motion for the next board meeting, and then we'll make sure that those changes are incorporated.
Awesome. All right, so would someone like to make a motion to move the building fees to the village board meeting on November 1st?
I'll make a motion to
I'll
move
second.
it to the village board.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
second.
you, Bill and Bill. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 7?
Roll call for item 7. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 8. Thank you, Ann. We have a renewal for our GIS contract. Is that correct, Anthony?
Yes, that's correct. So the village belongs to a Geographic Information Systems Consortium through which Municipal GIS Partners provides the village professional staffing to address the maintenance, development, and management of our GIS data and information. The consortium also provides various GIS services, eliminating the need for the village to deploy and maintain its own GIS server infrastructure here on site. The agreement here is for the annual cost for the membership to this GIS consortium and with the municipal GIS partners. In July of this year, the village restored the funding of the GIS program back to the pre-pandemic levels. This is a renewal at the same baseline amount. This agreement spans the 2023 calendar year. The village can terminate this contract with or without cause at any time upon a 90-day written notice. The cost for this agreement is $222,480.00. Funding for this has been budgeted. I'd be happy to address any questions you may have about the renewal agreement.
Awesome. Thank you, Anthony, and thank you for getting this in front of us today. I know this is a service I like to use quite a bit, and I know a lot of the staff does as well. Questions from the board on the GIS extension? Thank you, Anthony. We'll look for a motion to move item number 8 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, Colleen and Dennis. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 8?
Roll call for item 8, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes,
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
that motion carries.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you again, Anthony. Item number 9. Consider an engineering contract with Robinson Engineering for pedestrian crossing at 179th and LaGrange Road. Mr. Urbanski, looks like this one came in under budget and is going to help our friends at Loyola.
Yes, sir. This obviously is under budget as it is only the engineering portion of the project. The whole budget covers the construction.
Yep.
It is coordination between the Village of Tinley Park, Loyola, and IDOT and county because of the fact that it has right-of-ways for all of the above. So looking for committee approval and move on to the board for contract approval.
Fantastic. Questions from the board on the Loyola Medical Center, 179th Street sidewalk improvements?
You need a motion?
I do need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Bill.
I'll second.
Thank you, Bill. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 9?
Roll call for item 9, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes,
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
that motion carries. Moving on to item number 10, consider engineering contract with Robinson Engineering for Oak Park Avenue for Tinley Park Drive to 171st Street. Mr. Urbanski again?
Yes, sir. As many of you are aware that there is no sidewalk available for pedestrians from Tinley Park Drive south to 171st. We have had residents in here complaining about the accessibility. This project was presented to the safety grant last year. Tinley Park was not a recipient of the grant, so we requested in budgeting to fund that from our general fund here. This is the beginning of the engineering to place the sidewalk in the median, if you will, between the frontage road and Oak Park Avenue. We have to relocate light poles, hydrants, and trees to be able to place a sidewalk there, but it will afford ADA accessibility from that whole stretch. This is the request for approval of the engineering contract with Robinson Engineering to start the design and construction engineering for that.
Fantastic. Thank you, John. I think it's long overdue over there, so appreciate you bringing this before us. Questions and comments from the board?
No, I'll agree. It's just long overdue over there. John, where would the sidewalk be placed? Is it
So it's
closer to the houses or?
No, that island
Okay.
that's runs all the way from Tinley Park Drive south to right about where that, I believe there's a doctor's office just north of the old 7-Eleven.
Okay.
The whole island there is going to be somewhat of a frontage sidewalk. It's going to back up pretty much to the side, to the west curb line and be, approximately 6 foot wide, 7 foot wide all the way for the whole distance. But like I said, I'll cut in ADA ramps on both ends, but we're gonna have to relocate a lot of trees, hydrants, and street
Yeah.
lighting to be able to put that in that space.
Yeah, it's a big project. Very good.
Any other questions or comments from the board for item number 10? All right, at this time, I'll look for a motion to move item number 10 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Bill. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 10?
Roll call for item 10, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Reluctant to get started on item number 11 and the rest of these, as it indicates winter is coming, but item number 11, consider a contract with Beverly Snow and Ice. This one's yours as well, John. Any highlights for us?
Again, this is for the 21 parking lots that the village is responsible for removal of snow. We bid this out at a average of snowfalls for the year. As of right now, it shows being under budget. I would love to keep that under budget, so anybody has any input for the man upstairs, we could keep that as presented. But again, this is a baseline for a number of snowfalls that we need to request. It is a renewal of the last 2 years' contract.
And we've been happy with Beverly Snow and Ice.
Yes, they've been a long-term contractor with us.
Awesome. Questions and comments for the parking lot snow removal contract? At this time, I'll ask for a motion to move item number 11 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 11?
Roll call for item 11, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Item number 12, moving on to the cul-de-sacs, Mr. Urbanski.
Yes, sir. Thank you again. This is another baseline bid that renewal. It's the final year of it. This is for the 252 cul-de-sacs throughout town. The previous bidder and award was Zaneri Trucking and Excavating. They have worked for us for a numerous amount of years. As of right now, again, we are under budget. Let's hopefully we can keep it that way with the 10 events that were bid out. And again, looking for approval and move to the board.
Fantastic. Thank you, John. Questions, comments for the cul-de-sac snow removal contract? All right, at this time, I'll look for a motion to move item number 12 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 12?
Roll call for item 12, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. And item number 13, the bulk salt purchase agreement. John, this one's yours as well. Looks like Morton Salt had a very good response to our bid this year as well. Any additional comments or concerns that you had, John?
No, as you can see with the history we put in the memo, our average per ton ranges from 60 to 90. Last year, dropped back down to about 60. In 2019, if you recall, the numbers were high. There was a lot of issues with shipping and supply. But the numbers that came in right now, it's $74.37 per ton is what we've seen in the area for what other communities are receiving. So we're okay with the response and happy to move forward to receiving a contract with Morton Salt.
Thank you, John. Questions, comments from the board on the salt purchase agreement? All right, at this time, I'll look for a motion to move item number 13 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Colleen.
I'll second.
Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 13?
Roll call for item 13, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. And item number 14, consider contract renewal with B&B Holiday Decorating for holiday decorations. It's their second year. This is Mr. Brady's favorite item of the entire agenda. So
And I'll make the move.
contain yourself.
Yes.
Any highlights that you want to bring up on the contract, John? I know this is the second year, we're second of 3 years that we're doing this one.
Yes, again, this is second of 3. We were happy with their service as provided last year, and that's why we're making a recommendation to extend it for another year. This is year 2 of 3 for this contract.
Fantastic. I know it did look great everywhere.
Beautiful, yeah.
Last year. Any other comments that you have about the?
No, they did a fabulous job. Looking forward again. I know we have some more ideas as well.
It's going to raise that number, Mr. Brady.
Wait and see.
All right, I'll ask for Bill to make a motion.
I'll make the motion.
All right, thank you, Bill.
I'll second.
Thank you, Colleen. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for item number 14 to be moved to the village board meeting later on this evening?
Roll call for item 14, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Item number 15, at this time, will receive comments from the public for the committee of the whole. Let the record reflect there are none. And at this time, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole meeting.
So moved?
Second.
I will give the motion to Bill and the second to Colleen. And Madam Clerk, can you call the roll for the adjournment?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. We're adjourned at 6:21 PM, and we will be back in 9 minutes.